an angel.
Record company problems oblige Edmunds and Lowe to release their records separately, but they do now at least record together.
How to explain that you're not just an...
It's December 1978, and in 2 days' time they'll go into the studio to record Dave Edmunds' 5th solo album and Nick Lowe's 2nd.
Soft rain, she'll see right through. What would an angel wanna have to do with me? I don't know how you talk to an angel, 'cause I've never seen you before. Right, if Mike Douglas isn't doing that one before the end of the year, then I'm a cloth cap. Here she come again, knowing everybody's circuits. Girls like that bring a lump to my pocket. Everybody says I won't ever get her. I've been a lot of things, but I never was a quitter. I'm a born fighter, not a reel from a wheel now. I'm a born fighter. Whoa, yeah. Ain't nobody gonna let me out. Ain't nobody gonna sunshine like my sweet little Lisa do. Ain't nobody gonna make me do a goddamn thing. Ain't nobody gonna sing like my sweet little Lisa do.
Something like that.
Now, where were we anyway? In a horrible state, basically. What are we going to do about this, Dice? You see, it's the same thing. It's all very well making a scrappy piece of paper like this, but it's my career here that's on this thing, and it's not looking very promising. Van Gogh used to have the same problem. You know, he'd just sort of draw a little sketch on a napkin in a restaurant. See, so it's all little... It's what we call a sort of artistic doodle.
You would work out things like phrasing, getting all the harmonies sort of exactly, sort of, you know. And by the time you get into the studio, it's usually forgotten.
Because the stuff we do is simple, it comes out as rock and roll. There's no way you can write an up-tempo beat item with 3 chords and it doesn't come out as rock and roll. There is no... It's impossible for it to come out otherwise.
That's how it started in the first place.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, Eddie Cochran, and he was working for 20th Century Fox or something as a T-boy or a tape op. They took a dinner break and a lunch break. And he jumped on the instruments and he came up with 20 Flat Rock. You know, it was fun. He didn't know he was creating art or something that was going to influence, you know, future generations and people were going to make records like it, you know. But it happened. He didn't plan it, and he didn't sit up with all the boys in a living room working out how they're going to do it and how it's going to sound. It just happened.
In those days, it was a complete mystery. People, you know, most people in the street know vaguely how records are made and things like that. So, in fact, it's harder now, in 1978, to make rock and roll records even, than it was when Eddie did it.
Yeah.
Eddie Cochran and all those guys, because then it was wide open. There was no rules, no nothing. So, nowadays, you've got to fight through all the oral exciters and the 48-track studios, and if you can fight through all that and still come out with a rocking record, then you're winning. And we know how to do that, don't we, man?
All right, fine. And the hi-hat?
Scovia, you're in tune yet? Can everyone remember the arrangement of it, all right? It's the intro, you do however many bars it is, it's bang, 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 bang. About as many as that. 2 verses, the chorus is in between, a solo, another verse with a chorus, a solo, And then chorus is out, I think, isn't it? Good. Billy's got it. Right, so give it some stick then, huh? You have to start with the backing track, so that's the drums, the bass guitar, the rhythm guitar and piano or whatever it is. Just the bare rudiments, so that you can then sing against that and put your solos on later on. In this business where you've got to have your records so they come out of the radio at you, the whole game is to try and make your record sound louder than anyone else's. And everyone's got their tricks that they try. But for me, the secret is to get the drums sounding loud. And then you have to have a good vocal performance. So it's very important to get the drums right. Not bad at all. Let's have a listen to that. If he could work out some sort of fancy drum bit, then I think our happiness would be complete. I think there'd be love and music all over the world.
Just two.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. From the F sharp,
Yeah. No. Bam, bam, ding.
Yeah. God. That's what
We
he
did
did.
earlier on, and Nick played the offbeat on the bass.
No, but you've... No,
you were going.
smelt that.
Dam, dam, bam, ding.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's it.
Once you've got your backing track down, you find that there's some musical aspects of the track which need to be strengthened. And the way that you do that is to play them again on another track. So in effect, what you have is two guitars playing the same thing. If you just want to do odd little bits, like if you want to strengthen the guitar part in a chorus or something like that, you can just go up to the chorus and start the machine going and get the guy to play the guitar and then stop the machine when he's finished it.
I'm just tracking them bits. Yeah. Could you bring me up a fraction or bring the... Can you drop me in the chorus person?
People have done this forever. I mean, Phil Spector, when he did all his classic records, you know, River Deep, Mountain High, and all those things with the crystals and everything, he did them all on 8-track machine. This is a 24-track machine. Did them all on 8-track, but it's still the same principle. He used to double track and double track. In other words, he'd put down an acoustic guitar. Eh?
He used a 3-track machine in Gold Star Studios in LA, and he used to do it backwards to what we're doing it. In fact, he did it the right way. He'd get all the musicians in, like 25 of them or something, all crammed in. 6 acoustic guitars,
I thought
4
it was just
pianos.
publicity.
No,
stunt, that.
that's the way he did it. And he got the whole thing done, had the musicians rehearsing for hours and hours and getting it all together, and he captured it in one take. And the only overdubs then was the singers, and that went, the backing went on 2 tracks and the singers went on 1.
Yeah, give him a bit more of a run in so he can...
Sounds like a wasp in a jam jar trying to get out.
Why don't you try going with that? Make it like you're going mad. Make it like you've had enough of punching cows, man. Sound like
Like,
go on.
bash in the head.
Yeah. Keep it kind of frantic. It needs to be frantic, doesn't it? Well, go on. It's stick. I always think that Dave and I's relationship is very, very distant, even though we are very close friends. He and I have been through a lot together, and sometimes I get surprised about feeling affection towards Dave. He's not the most lovable creature in the world, for God's sake. Even though he's a great guitarist and a great singer, he's not the most lovable of people sometimes. He's like a sort of elder brother or something like that to me, in fact. I'm much more demonstrative than Dave is. Dave is much sort of quieter. You know, when I get much more excited much quicker than Dave does. Then I tell him he's old and boring.
Yeah, it's too frantic. A bit of control is needed.
Yeah, but don't get too controlled.
Let's give it another whirl.
Oh yeah, go on, you can do it, but don't get too controlled about it. Yeah, whip him.
Right. That's the closest yet. Okay. Well, should we do another one for the hell of it?
Wipe over some of them. See, the thing is that you can't do this sort of thing unless you're on drugs.
Hey! Calm down, champ. You got a big fight coming up.
What
Okay.
I mean is that you can't do this sort of thing unless you sort of concentrate on it. Can you?
That's right, champ, yeah.
Well,
Everything's
that's
yeah.
what I would have thought.
Okay. It's all right, calm down, bud.
Okay, well just, you know, all you got to do is just play in time, you know. That's all.
Oh, is that all?
The last bit was fantastic. What do you reckon?
Well, I don't know, I'm getting all...
That's the...
Now, what are we listening to? By itself, right? So that's 3 we're listening to.
That's 3, yeah.
Should we listen to them individually and see them?
No, there's no point.
See what
No
we got.
point. Let's nail it now. Let's just fucking nail it now. It's only a bloody guitar solo. Christ, it's all... Well, I've got to sing, or you and I got to sing.
Right. Okay.
What's it? Go on, Fido.
This time in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, here she comes again, blowing everybody's circuits. Girls like that bring a lump to my pocket. Everybody says I can never get her. I've been a lot of things, but I never was a quitter. I'm a born fighter. I got a regal for my will now. I'm a born fighter. How I hate it on a plate. Sue shopping, lapping up the green lizard uppers. I don't wanna have to get another pair of hush puppies. I keep on looking at 47 each, but one day I'll be laughing with the lizards on my feet. I'm a born fighter. I got a wriggle for my will now. I'm a born fighter. How I hate it on a plate. Well, in between the pages of the glossy magazines is a coffee table world I could never ever fit in. I shout about how I could never buy it, but I'd stand up and fight for the right to go and try it. I'm a born fighter. I got a regal for my will now. Said I'm a born fighter. How I hate it on a plate.
All right, give us a burst then. Was it in tune?
Yeah.
Well, here she comes again, blowing everybody's circuits. Girls like that bring a lump to my pocket. Everybody says I can never get her. I've been a lot of things, but I never was a quitter. I'm a born fighter. I got a big one now.
What's right? It's all right on this track.
I'm a born fighter.
Yeah. That's it. And that's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just
You
got
want
to
to
do
drop
that.
one on it then?
Yeah.
Later.
Let's just get
Yeah,
him and me get it
nail this
first, and then you
track
stick
it.
your top one on.
Right.
Hey, actually, it's quite easy, isn't it?
That's more in tune than I thought it was going to be, the harmonies.
Yeah. Oh, they were fine.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a born fighter. I got a wriggle for my will now. I'm a born.
What's the matter with it? Can you play the original to me then? It's quite a good idea to double up your vocal because it makes it sound much stronger and it can come across better, especially on the radio. So you have to work a bit on singing it exactly the same as you did the first time. I wriggle for my will now. Okay. But generally, I only do it a little bit, just in certain bits that I think need strengthening up. And most people can't really tell whether a voice has been double-tracked.
I'm a born fighter. I got a wriggle for my will now. I'm a born fighter. How I hate it on a plate. Sounded all right to me.
Right.
Well, that was
Another
pretty
beer.
painless, I call.
Yeah. It's just in the end bits.
When you hear people singing in the studio on their own, it can sound a bit comical because they're just hearing the backing track in their headphones, and so you just hear all their inflections and little tricks and things that you have to put into the voice to perform.
I'm a born fighter. I got a wriggle for my will now. I'm a born fighter. Very good, Bill. All right.
Billy's a fantastic singer because he's got a real high voice, and high voices for some reason have always been very commercial sounding. I think again because of the radio, they come out of the radio very well.
I'm a born fighter. I got a wriggle for my will now.
Yeah, I'll cut it off the same time as you.
Yeah, you've got to hang on a bit longer than that.
Okay. It's different at the end, though.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Let's do all this first.
Right.
I tell you what, it sounds real good. Maybe we should do it on all of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, put it down in all of them and then elbow it if you don't like it.
Well, here she comes again, blowing everybody's circuits. Girls like that bring a lump to my pocket. Everybody says I can never catch her. I've been a lot of things, but I never was a quitter. I'm a born fighter. I got a wriggle for my will now. I'm a born fighter. How I hate it on a place. I'm a born fighter. I got a wriggle for my will now. I'm a born fighter. How I hate it on a place.
$250 odd. Perfect timing.
Be exact.
Right, the ball's in your court then, Di.
Can you write out the words for me, Bash?
That'd be a good move to make, wouldn't it? I'll write it out in big letters, Di, so you can understand it.
The cold, dark night is split by the stab of twin headlights like fingers of guides that know of it but have never been there. And eyes red-rimmed appeal for the nth time that strain for the road signs that flash by the windshield in the hard driving rain. His mind is not dwelling on bed of white linen, but yeah, it's a bit low for me, but let's try it again.
You want us to speed it up?
No, let's try it again.
Maybe you should come in a little bit more forceful, you know. The call! Bit more like that.
Needs to be something a bit more rock.
Yeah, that's why it's a bit too low for me. I can't. Never mind, try it again.
All right, we'll give it one more bash. If it doesn't work, then let's do it again.
Okay.
The cold, dark night is split by the stab of twin headlights like fingers of guides that know of it but have never been there. And eyes red-rimmed appeal for the nth time and strain for the road signs that flash by the windshield in the hard driving rain.
Yeah, you can skip around all over the place.
Pale white linen, the endless gray ribbon, the white zone.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so it's got to sound as more positive. That's all.
Yeah, and the diction.
The moon comes up, changing colors of mine.
Wait, that's the way.
Okay. Yeah, he's operating on half power at the moment. Whereas this key would be right for me, but he's got a much more tuneful voice which operates better in a higher frequency. And originally it was supposed to be for me, this song. But he doesn't know the song very well, you see. He's much better when he knows the song, when he's confident on singing it. And you don't have to be a musician to pick that up. Anyone can tell when someone is into the song that they're singing, and that's what he's got to get at the moment. But he's only done it twice. I mean, it's not bad for twice through. Sorry about that, just explaining about what a bad singer you are, basically. Okay?
Can always depend on Nick to let me down.
No. No, you're not bad, you're not bad.
Okay. I'll go out there and sit out there by myself again, just sitting on the stools, meditate.
I was just explaining, that's all. Okay?
Well, don't do it again.
Right. So now we've speeded the tape up of the backing track, so Dave is going to be singing in a higher pitch, and so he can attack it. It'll just sound better for his voice. He won't be wallowing around in the lower register.
2, 3, 2. A cold, dark night is lit by the stab of twin headlights like fingers of guides that know of it but have never been there.
Yeah, that sounds better
and
already.
eyes red rim
Sounds more like
appeal for the end time and strain for the road signs that flash by the windshield in the hard driving rain. His mind is not dwelling on a bed of white linen, but the endless gray ribbon that winds on ahead. The moon comes up, cheesy and golden, reminding of olden times, running motor times, restless and young. A cut glass bowl, free with 4 gallons, is now the companion of who once was the champion, heartbreaker.
Yeah, drop in from when the backing comes in.
Yeah, the phrasing was a bit unsteady.
From coast to cola to rich folk Virginia.
Virginia. I pushed that one, yeah. From coast. Okay.
From coast to coast.
From. Okay. Go.
Here we go again.
From coast to cola to rich folk Virginia. It's amazing how samey they are. 25 by some time with the waitress. Passion speed built out in the car lot.
The thing that gets me off most about this whole business is singers, because this is something that I'm very frustrated about, is that I can write songs and things like that and hear these noises in my head and know how to achieve them, but not be able to achieve them. The way popular music is now, there's a real lack of singers. The vocal is the actual human element of it. You don't go into a music shop and buy a voice. You have to actually perform it.
His thoughts may be thinking of sweet-smelling women, but the endless gray ribbon is his for tonight. The endless gray ribbon, 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 the endless gray ribbon.
Well, I've changed my mind, actually. Yeah, it's good.
The harmonies, yeah.
The only bit I thought was right at the start. A cold dark night, dear, is themed for the one.
That's why Nick isn't singing it.
Hang on a tick, I can't even remember how it goes.
Hey!
3, 2. I can't remember it.
A cold, dark night.
That's great.
He said, what the hell you trying to do? I told him about my baby, he let me go night long. Cause there ain't nobody gonna make me shine. Ain't nobody gonna put me out. Ain't nobody gonna make me do.
These demo tapes can sound extremely rough, but now and again you hear one that's just right.
The thing is that after you've heard enough demo tapes, you get experienced in hearing them as finished records, and the best songs are the ones that sound like anybody could have written them. It's the hardest thing in the world to write a 3-chord simple rock and roll song. That is the hardest thing. Essentially it's a beat number. It doesn't really matter what the words are. It's just a beat song. It's obviously just sort of sex type thing, is it? Yeah. Generally, yeah. I love you. Took me up to a room, all that stuff over. Trucking down the street and all that stuff. Doesn't matter what the words are, as long as it sounds right, as long as the beat is there. That's all that's important. The world's going to keep on turning, whether we do this or not. Uh-oh. You remember what the chords are like? Billy are technically much better than what they actually demonstrate, but that's what makes them so good to me. A drummer that knows how to rock and roll is a very rare and lovely thing, and Terry Williams knows how to do that, and same with Billy Bremner as well. They are rockers, those guys, and they are very rare. They're just the best at what they do. Right. So it seems maybe that it's Dave and I's group. We're the front men, and probably, you know, at the moment I think we are, because we've had our mugs in the papers more than Billy and Terry. But in fact, it is a group. It's a very equal sort of basis that we're on. That's nice, that is. Well, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, give it some of that. That's great.
Well, okay. All right. Well, okay. Okay, well, okay. saw the red light on the corner, man, I never tried to stop. Got pulled over by a man in blue. He said, oh, what the hell you trying to do? I told him about my baby, he let me go, thanks a lot. Yeah, okay.
Very good, though. I'll tell you what, Di, you're well on the case here. Just sort it out.
Okay, go on.
Second verse.
Yeah. My baby, he let me go, thanks a lot. I got invited to a party at a party. My baby, he let me go, thanks a lot. I got invited to a party at a high school Hollywood pool. Oh, there were women all around me, man, I began to drool. I weighed the evidence at hand. I said, girls, you gotta understand. Since I met my baby, y'all were living by the golden rule. Yeah, okay, I have to understand.
Oh, yeah, definitely have to understand. Whoa, that is hot. That is hot. Sort out the phrasing on that, Di.
Yeah, okay, I got it. I weighed the evidence at hand. I said, girls, you gotta understand. Since I left my baby, I've been living by the golden rule.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
So what? After thing. Make me do the wrong damn thing.
Make me do the wrong damn thing. I can sing in my head in a cold, cold scream like my sweet little Lisa do. I was hauling out of Dallas, got pulled over by a debutante. She was playing with the gear shift, I was playing like a...
After debutante.
I was hauling out of Dallas, got pulled over by a debutante. She was playing with the key shift, I was playing kind of nonchalant. Said she'd take me up to her room, get me back on with the long dude.
Hey, can we drop in after that? That laugh is great.
You're joking.
Ain't nobody gonna make me sing, make me do the wrong damn thing. I can sing in my head in a cold, cold scream like my sweet little Lisa.
The thing with Nick, he has a considerable ability to keep a grip. When morale is running low, he's right up there, you know, with inspiration musically and personally. He helped me out a lot over a bad time in my life, actually. And I think that's an important part about being in a band, you know, if you can rely on the other guys to help you out. Albert Lee is my hero. I saw him playing when he was 17 years old with Chris Farlow and the Thunderbirds in the Flamingo Club in Soho in London. He was incredible then. Now he's even better.
Worked nicely.
Determined to get him on the record. Unfortunately, he was living in Los Angeles. I wasn't. I met him out there, told him I planned to do the song. And he said, great, I'm coming across to England for Christmas. I'll be available.
I'm all for locking it into whatever you want.
It'll be a very, very long time before there is a guitarist to match Albert's ability. Every guitarist I've ever known, myself included, model their style on somebody. He doesn't borrow anything off anyone. It's all his own. That's what makes him so special. If I could be born again as anything else other than myself, it would be as Albert Lee. Because just to hear that man play guitar the way he does is a joy. It's something I've never experienced with any other musician.
Well, it sounds thin in the phones to me. Does it sound right in here?
Yeah, it's fine. We checked it, actually. Yeah. Dave mentioned it, but it was all right. It must be just the can.
Okay, great.
Listen, you've obviously read my pamphlet on this guitar playing technique, but you know, I think you should really get into my catalogue. As far as I'm concerned, I want to get out before I start sliding downhill. So therefore, I'm looking around for something else different to do, and I can think of lots of things different to do. I'd go and work with my dad. I wouldn't be as happy as a sandboy, as long as I can earn some buns. I mean, that's all I'm doing. And I'd rather play in the evenings. I'd be as happy as a sandboy strumming with him in the evenings. Until it runs out of fun. As soon as it stops being fun, I'm off.
What a terrible attitude of despair. God.
No.
You're having the time of your life. You love it. You love music.
Yeah, but
and all the songs you write, you think they're great. And you know the ones that you write are great. And you know the ones that are a bit... and you give them to me.
Yeah, that's quite true. all right. But I don't think it's... I don't think it's despair.
It is. There's a very gloomy kind of thing you were just saying.
Yeah, but my whole life is ruled by gloom. The songs I do are inspired by gloom because I think that most people are gloomy. What have they got to fucking look forward to? They haven't got anything
Next
to look forward
States.
to. No, not. I'm talking about Joe Blow delivers the milk and...
You've got nothing in common with Joe Blow.
Maybe I haven't. But I should have. I should have something in common with Joe Blow.
Maybe you should, but you haven't.
I just write the theme music like da 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 da, like the theme music for Coronation Street or whatever. I just write or supposedly write the theme music for life. I mean, that's what I set myself up to do. The Bee Gees actually write the theme music for life. Because that's what the milkman is whistling.
Oh, my God. Right.
Well, you're just trying to make me feel better, right? But I'm not despairing at all.
I don't give a shit how you care, mate. I'm just telling you, like, I heard all that crap you came out with, and I'm reacting to it, and I think it's stupid. Really stupid.
Well, that's why I think you and me are friends. In 1978, more than any time, you have got to fly close to the wind. You've got to drive yourself heavy. And I do that because I don't do it because of anything. I do it because I like doing it, actually.
But really, on your days off, Nick, you've got to unwind. Bore yourself to death. Just do nothing.
No, I ain't going to blow it.
You're going to be dead.
I will snuff
soon.
it. I will snuff it.
He doesn't know when to turn off the power.
I do.
He hasn't got a clue. I mean, that's the thing about this band. I mean, everyone in this band, like, they're completely different. And if I can't do something, there's someone else that can.
Yeah, but it ain't that important, though.
But I'm a bit.
I've
I've got a few years up on him. I'm like 35 years old now, and he's 29, and he's a good bloke, actually. Old Nick.
And you think you're in better shape?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I switch off. I come back here to this place, which you've intruded on. But generally, I can come back, switch off. This guy doesn't. If we're not recording tomorrow night, he'll be out boogieing. No. John Travolta.
Boogieing? I wouldn't be seen dead boogieing.
Yeah, well, modern terminology. Okay.
No, get out of here. My old man he used to bomb Jerry's, right? That's what he did for 5 years. And every night he got back, they were shooting him down as hard as they could, but he somehow got through. And he's a
but I think he had a few weekends off.
He's a fantastic guy, my old man.
I think he had a few days off. And you don't allow yourself a few days off. But you have got to, pull onto the hard shoulder, mate. Eh? Honest. Really.
Bullshit.
No.
Wait.
You're going to have to.
Well, it ain't that.
It is.
Rock on with David Essex, the City Special. On the road with David Essex. Who else?